Hello, Mark. These are your carburetors that you sent me for evaluation. I got the camera on macro so that we can do some up close stuff. So that far away, it's going to be a little fuzzy. First things for you, you'd reported fuel leaking from both main barrels on the air log side, which is the intake side. So you got fuel leaking from both main barrels. Which is not supposed to happen, obviously. So first thing we did was we're going to check to see if you got the float setting correctly, and measure that with our rule, and you were fine right there, just about a half a millimeter off, which was just fine. So then I was going to fill the accelerator pump circuit chamber and check to make sure the accelerator pump worked, and then I was about to do that, and so then I go to activate the throttle and it won't go past that position right there. I have and it hangs up, as you can see. As a comparison, we've got this this just a regular off the car used carburetor, and this is what your butterfly and throttle are supposed to do. And another thing I noticed is, well, so there's something going on wrong here. We got to figure out. I don't know if it looks like. Well, this is an integrated system, so I got several things going on in my mind at once. All right, for starters, you've got absolutely no adjustment left on your idle screw right here. See, you got your coil, your almost have coil bind on your spring, and you got way too much thread coming through here, and that means the relationship between the butterfly, the throttle, throttle lever, the butterfly, and this mechanism is off. As a comparison, got this carburetor here. Okay, and you can see this spring has got plenty of coil spacing, and you got plenty of adjustments, so you can run this down and get your idle taken care of. Now then, on this accelerator pump side, we've got, once again, we've got coil bind. This, see how this coil on this spring is almost collapsed? You got way too much thread right here, and again, when we open the throttle, it hangs up, and it looks like the lever right here is bottoming out. And then also you can see how the coil is deformed right here. All right, so we use this as the other carburetor as a comparison, and you see how everything works just fine, and we got a lot of spacing on our coils right here. Normally this adjustment should be to where you have about 3 threads showing, and that'll give you the proper action on this lever right here. And so the lever that you've got right there, let me show you this one here. See this lever right here is flat, and kind of like in the plane right here. Take a look at yours. Your lever is canted down for some reason, and again, it's not in this plane right here, so I have no idea if this is even the right lever. This just doesn't make sense where this came from. It doesn't even look right. So we got some issues underneath there we got to take care of. Now let's see, I haven't even checked to see how your choke mechanism works, because chokes are really a pain on these things. Alright, so your choke mechanism is hanging up. It's not supposed to do that. Alright, so let's take a look at this carburetor over here, which you did. So if we open the throttle, alright, that one works better, and you see you have less coil bind and less screw coming through right here. So did a little bit better on this side, on this carburetor. Also, you notice your lever down here, accelerator pump lever, looks like it's more in line with the plane. Now this adjustment is just way too much thread showing here. It should be, again, about 3 threads showing down here. Well, let's see what we got here in the way of choke mechanism. Okay, looks like we did better here on the choke. No, because this is supposed to spring close. So let's see, I'm off camera here. What I do is holding this lever open as if I'm choking it, and then I'm checking to see butterfly movement. It's not doing like it's supposed to. So you got both choke mechanisms are hung up. Well, let's see what else we got here. Let's try to see how we're doing on our accelerator pump diaphragm. And that is supposed to reset itself. That spring mechanism is supposed to. There's a spring in here, and it should push this all the way closed. Yeah, so let's see. I haven't even checked to see if this used carburetor will do that. Let's see. Okay. Get this on camera. You can see how it returns home. This carburetor won't do it. So I don't know what's hanging it up. I don't know if it's the linkage of the shaft in here, the butterfly. I have no idea where it's hanging up. Could be in this unit here. Let's try this one. Let's see the other carburetor. Well, this one won't even get to the point where it'll open up, but it won't reset itself. Okay, again, this is the carburetor where we can't get this to go open past. All right. Also, this stop screw right here is totally wrong. It's set wrong. Let's get another example of a set screw. The other carburetor, I think. Let's see which carburetor this is. This is number 1. All right, and this is number 1. Our screw is totally wrong here, so let's get a number. Let's see, do I have another number 1 carburetor to compare with? Number 2. Well, okay, I don't have one to compare with right now. But anyway, that screw is incorrect because it's obviously keeping the throttle from opening. It's also got the wrong, sorry, I'm off camera there, wrong geometry. I think you got the wrong, yeah, okay, I see what you got here. You got the wrong lever right here, the wrong stop tab or lever. This one has a hole in it for a spring, and this is actually supposed to go on your choke. So overall, sorry to say, but you assembled your carburetors incorrectly, and looks like you got some parts mixed up here. So the only thing I can suggest is for me to take these things apart and put them back together correctly. I think that's the only thing I can do, because it just appears to be too much wrong to fix just by trying to fix 1 or 2 items, because I'm afraid you have to take apart everything to reset it and to make sure that the chokes work properly and the throttles work properly. Sorry, I appreciate your hard work and your efforts trying to build your own carburetors, but unfortunately, it didn't work.